Don't fall, don't fall.
It may look like Vinny Sakino is simply moving boxes.
Behind you.
But with each one...
Oh, National Geographics. I hate when I see those, they're heavy.
He's moving his life in a different direction.
I get to prove to myself that I'm capable, no matter what, I'm not going to give up. And, I'm always going to find, a way.
At the age of 7, a drunk driver crashed into him as he walked with his family.
And I remember it hitting me, and the next thing it was black.
He had a traumatic brain injury, and after a disagreement with a relative years later, he had another one.
And he beat me and my brother with the bat really bad and busted my head open again.
The injuries took a toll, and at the age of 12, Vinny began what would be years spent in and out of jail and on parole.
I started giving up really young, and I started getting into a lot of trouble. And once I got older, I started using drugs to cope with it.
It's a pattern that would have continued, he believes, had he not connected with a group at the University of Denver studying the effect of brain injuries on inmates.
Just them believing in me, really motivated me. I had finally kind of like somebody that, was trying hard to help me.
The team studied people in jail and on parole and found anywhere from 50 to 80% of them had a history of traumatic brain injury. Once they determined what a person's specific issues were, the team worked with the Brain Injury Alliance to develop workshops to help them develop skills to address them in practical ways.
What do you need to ask during a job interview? What do you need to ask during a probation meeting? What do you need to ask the judge for the next time you appear in court?
The program's goal is multifold: to help judges, probation, and corrections officers identify and better work with people who have traumatic brain injuries in order to keep them from reoffending. Researchers hope this program can be used nationwide because nearly 60% of people with traumatic brain injuries are likely to get rearrested, compared with around 30% of the general population. But the primary goal is self-advocacy.
That this is really a way to empower someone and to give them the opportunity to take responsibility for their outcomes.
Vinny says it's done that for him and more. He's not only working, but off probation, off drugs, and playing guitar again. A skill he taught himself again after the crash.
Music's the biggest thing in my life. It's my passion. It's what keeps me going.
Vinny says he's proof that nothing can stop anyone from living a different life.
To never give up on anything. If they want to do something, they could most definitely do it.
Tapping into and releasing the power of the mind.
Boom.
For The Now, I'm Kumasi Urin.